Alright, so today is the last day of CinemaCon 2023 ranking, and the last studio I'm going to rank is Paramount. So I'm going to do the Paramount film ranking based on my excitement. So let's get started. Coming in last place is Paw Patrol, the Mighty movie. Now, I'm not really into this because I'm not into the cartoon. I'm not really into like the show or the movie or the sequel at all. But I pretty much do know that my cousins who are like younger than me are probably want to go see it. So yeah, moving on. Next up, Smile 2. Now, all we do get for Smile was some very positive reviews about it. It's good, made a lot of money. And so far, the sequel, obviously, we do know that it was announced at CinemaCon that Parker Finn once again serving as writer, producer, and director on the film. And the sequel has been greenlit. And the project has a tentative slated release for 2024. And so far, we only just have like that, but we don't have a certain plot about it. But to be quite honest, Smile seemed a little creepy to me. Yeah, I just hated the way they were smiling, and I'm like, nah. But there is potential in a sequel, and all in all, there is going to hopefully be some goodness in there. Next up, A Quiet Place Day 1. Now, this is supposed to be a spin-off prequel and the third overall installment of the Quiet Place film. It's supposed to come out next year in March. And we do have Michael Sarnowski, who's directing and writing the film. And we have a cast including Lupita Nyong'o, Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, Dimension Hansu, and Dennis O'Hare. Okay, but I've never really seen them, but I probably should in the summer before this comes out. Next up, the Smurfs movie. Untitled Smurfs movie, and the Smurfs movies all have had bad response from critics. But they announced that Rihanna is gonna be in this. I'm like, that's all I know, and there's not really a lot of plot about it. There's no announcing who will be a part of this as well. There's no direct that I know about, and that's all we got. That's all I know about this movie. So, I mean, I'm kind of a little bit of a Smurf person to me, but to me, I just don't know. But I kind of feel like that this is fully beyond lower on the list. Next, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Now, this is supposed to come out in August of the summer this year. And it was announced back in 2020 that Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, and James Weaver producing under their Point Grey banner, and Jeff Roll is attached to direct. Sounds kind of interesting, but in a way, I like that it's animated because remember we had the live action ones which Michael Bay produced. Yeah, but anyways, we do get the trailer, and I think the trailer looks very, very promising. We do have a big cast including Giancarlo Esposito, John Cena, Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, Maya Rudolph, John Cena, Jackie Chan, Ice Cube. So, it's also supposed to premiere at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival on June 12th and it's scheduled for release in August 4th. Otherwise, I do believe the animation is not quite all that great, but I do respect the style of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I am a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guy, so can't wait to check this one out, and hopefully this could be better than the other ones that we really got. Next up, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, most recently at CinemaCon back last week is that Paramount confirmed the first animated Avatar: The Last Airbender film will hit theaters October 2025. Okay. But we just don't know who's going to be in it, but hopefully the original voice cast from like Avatar could work for me because I really respect the show as a child, and I always loved it as a child, but and hopefully this could be an approval over live action one with M. Night Shyamalan directing. So, yeah. Not at all good and horrible. And this is why animation always should be good, not live action. Next up, If. Now, this is a movie directed, written, and co-produced by John Krasinski, in which the premise of this movie is supposed to be about a young girl discovers an ability to see imaginary friends who have been abandoned by kids they helped. Okay? And starring in the movie is Ryan Reynolds, John Krasinski, Kaylee Felmy, Fiona Shaw, Louis Gossett Jr., Bobby Monahan, and Alan Kim. And the voices actors are Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Steve Carell, Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, Maya Rudolph, Vince Vaughn, Sam Rockwell, Sebastian Maniscalco, Christopher Melanie Aquafina, Jon Stewart, and Richard Dickens. Sounds promising, and sounds good. I like this cast, and I see the potential. Next up, the SpongeBob movie, and of course, the SpongeBob movie, Saving the Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie. Now, I've always been a SpongeBob fan when I was a kid, and some people were probably let down by On the Run. But then Lee had just announced that back in 2022 is that the fourth one will be given a May 2025 release date. And it'll be retitled SpongeBob Search for SquarePants, and it's supposed to be about SpongeBob as he travels to the depths of the ocean and faces off against the ghost of the Flying Dutchman. Okay, and we also do have a movie called Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie, when Bikini Bottom is suddenly scooped out of the ocean. Sandy Cheek and SpongeBob journey to Sandy's home state of Texas, and when they meet Sandy's family and must save Bikini Bottom from the hands of an evil CEO. Okay, and this one's Saving Bikini Bottom is going to Netflix, in which I'm not really quite sure, but the other one that you see about the SpongeBob was pointing the finger is like more potential, and I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about the Sandy Cheeks one, but the more on the left right here, it sounds a bit more better than me. So I feel like this one could be, on the left could be very bad, while the one could be okay. Next up, Bob Marley, Bob Marley, One Love. Now, this is the look and the life of the legendary Bob Marley, in which Bob Marley is going to be played by Kenzie Ben Aydar, and being directed by, that's his name, Leandro Marcus Green, featuring the cast including James Norton, Michael Gandolfini, Anthony Welsh, Anthony Marshall, Umi Myers, Tosin Cole, Lashana Lynch, and Cornice Grant. And it's supposed to come out January 12th, 2024. I mean, I always knowing the life and the work of Bob Marley, especially the song that he did called Three Little Birds. So, kind of expecting that. Kind of expecting like the life and the career of Bob Marley. So, some expectations there. So, something that everybody's gonna know, want to be interested in knowing the life and work of Bob Marley. And I hope the person who's playing you, Kingsley Ben-Aid, hope he does a good job. Next on our list, Transformers 1. Now, this is a tough one to describe because I wasn't fully crazy about the Transformers movie franchise in a way that is presented, like with Michael Bay action sequences and explosions. And they all have never done well with critics. But the only thing that we got was just Bumblebee, and now we're getting Transformers Rise of the Beasts this summer, in which definitely does have expectations. So this one, I had mixed feelings about this. But at the same time, the stuff they're saying and what they're doing with this movie does have me very excited. Is that this one is animated, and which I'm very curious about, but they're getting Josh Cooley to do this. I'm like, sounds like a great pick because he's done Toy Story 4, which back then this is a prequel before Megatron and Optimus Prime were friends before they became enemies. And we did get assigned to the cast with Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, and they're also putting money to my mouth because Scarlett Johansson is also joining the cast, reuniting with her MCU co-star Chris Hemsworth, in which I'm totally excited about. Lawrence Fishburne, John Hamm, and Keegan-Michael Key. And the release date is July 19, 2024. So this one has my attention. So this one makes it higher on the list. I am all on board. Next, the last one on our list is Killers of the Flower Moon. Now, this is a Martin Scorsese movie based on the David Green book that's going to have Leonardo DiCaprio, Jesse Plemons, Lily Gladstone, and Robert De Niro. And also Brendan Fraser is also going to be appearing as well. We also have a huge cast appearing. But most recently, this was also supposed to be streamed to Apple TV, in which it's supposed to premiere at the Cannes this month. It also will be released October 6th, 2023 in America. So it's scheduled in select cinemas before going wide streaming on Apple TV. And I've always been a huge Martin Scorsese fan ever since like 2019 when I first watched his movie Goodfellas. And Goodfellas is the one that I'm so a fan of. And that's one of his best movies, and I kind of got into more of his movies later on. So I am totally 100% on board, especially Martin Scorsese does. He has never done anything like bad or horrible. And mostly the premise about this movie is that members of the Osage tribe in the northern eastern Oklahoma are murdered under the mysterious circumstances of the 1920s, sparking a major FBI investigation directed by a 29-year-old J. Edgar Hoover and former Texas Ranger Tom White, described by Grant as an old-style lawman. Okay, but we don't really have a trailer about it. We don't have a poster. All I just have is this right here. But I'm still excited because I know Scorsese. I know his movies, so can't wait to check this one out. But easily in first place for Paramount is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, Tom Cruise can't really miss. When Top Gun Maverick came out, it just proves to me that Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise has been being the man he keep on being and loves making movies. And I enjoy Mission Impossible franchise except for 2. And the only trailer we got was just a year ago when Top Gun was being released. But if the trailer just came out right now, I would have been excited right now. But it doesn't matter because I still have faith in Tom Cruise and I faith in his abilities, like making movies. And of course, all the trouble that they have, like the COVID and stuff. But he's still guy. He's still Tom Cruise. He's still the same person and the same actor he is. You really just can't criticize him. You really just can't. So I was debating to put this one lower, but because he's Tom Cruise, this one comes in first place. So, yeah. And so that's all the CinemaCon. That's all of everything that I've covered. So, yeah. And hopefully some of the movies do well, and if they don't do well, I'm disappointed. So, hope you all have a good day, and may the 4th be with you.